Hello, my beautiful kingdom. Is I, your king, here with an interesting video. So essentially, as you've probably read in the title, I'm going to sort a bunch of Battle Pass Fortnite skins into essentially the Lantern Corps of DC. So for those guys who don't know, the Green Lantern isn't just like isn't just like one like superhero, and he's like not just like one like Lantern Corps, right? There's like an entire spectrum of colors, right? That goes just beyond Green Lantern and the power of will. There's fear, there's hope, there's greed. You could read. That says death down there. For some reason, it doesn't automatically change it. I don't know why, but that says death down there, right? So essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort all these characters. They're from each battle pass up to the late season, chapter 5, season 3, I think. Oh, I hope this is chapter 5, season 3. Yeah, chapter 5, season 3, right? And essentially, I'm going to sort all of them, and we're going to go based off of vibes for the most part. Like if they're a collab skin and I know them, then of course I'm going to put them in there. But like for the most part, I'm going to go off of solely vibes that I get from these skins, right? And like how I vibe with them, how their vibes are to me, and like whether or not I believe they'd be like which Lantern Corps I think they'd be in based off of vibes. Because I do not pay attention to the Fortnite storyline. I've heard it is good. I just don't know I just don't know anything about any of these characters, right? So we're going to go off of vibes. Like I said, if it's a character I know, like say for instance, where is he? You know what? We're going to say Superman for instance. If I know Superman, I'd put him like somewhere like based off his personality rather than his vibe. But for everyone else, it's going to be vibes only. Yeah. If you enjoy the video, congratulations, I guess. And let's get on with it. With first the two night skins. Obviously, they're going into the willpower because that's what the Green Lanterns are about. I see them more as knights than they are like a police force, right? Where they're supposed to protect the innocent and not murder, but like harm the people who wish to do harm to the innocent, right? I see them as sort of being like I see them as sort of being like the willpower people. Sparkle Specialist. I see her. Honestly, I feel her vibe being with freaking. Also, at the end of this, we're going. Also, by the way, at the end of this, I almost forgot to mention. At the end of this, we're going to crown who would be the White Lantern, who actually has control of every single emotion on the spectrum, and then we're going to crown who would be the Death, who would be the Lantern of Death, the Black Lantern, right? That's going to be the ultimate bad guy, right? But yeah, I see Sparkle Specialist as a hopeful kind of person. She looks like she has a hopeful aura and all that, so we're just going to put her there. The Black Knight, you guys would think I put him in rage because of red, but no, I'm putting him in fear because he looks like he'd instill great fear into his enemies and into the people, the innocent. He looks like the type of people these two would fight. Next up, we got this guy right here. Honestly, I can see him being a Green Lantern. He gives off a bunch of Guy Gardner vibes. For those guys who don't know, he's like a Green Lantern who's very cocky and all that. Rust Lord. Honestly, Rust Lord, he's like one of my favorite skins in all of Fortnite, but I can honestly see him being a Compassion, an Indigo Lantern. I know this is purple, but it's Indigo Lantern. For those guys who don't know, the Indigo Lanterns are essentially like the Suicide Squad, but like for the Lantern Corps, right? They're a tribe of people who feel compassion, but the thing is, they're like also a bunch of ex-criminals who also feel incredible guilt over like any crimes they've committed or any like sins they've committed, right? I can see him being like an ex-criminal or something like that gets put into the Indigo Lantern to feel guilt over what he's done. Next up is the female astronaut. I see her up here along with the other astronaut. I don't know. I just like like I said, the vibe. I'd see her being a Green Lantern. This guy right here. Honestly, I can see him also being a Green Lantern. I don't know. Like I know he has the same dark color palette as Black Knight, but honestly, I can see him sort of being a Green Lantern up here. Next up is Spec Ops Specialist. I want to say. Ironically enough, also a Green Lantern. Like, there's going to be a lot of Green Lanterns in here, right? But yeah, I can see her being a Green Lantern. The Reaper, obviously a Green Lantern. He's a man of commitment, focus, and sheer freaking will. So of course he's going to be a Green Lantern. This guy right here, I can see him being a Yellow Lantern. Honestly, I like just his overall demeanor and aura. I can see him being a Yellow Lantern. Him right here, the Cybertron. I forgot his name. I forgot all these Fortnite skins' name. I'll remember after this, but we're gonna call him Cybertron for now. I can see Cybertron being a Blue Lantern. He has a hopeful aura about him. He looks like kind of like Superman. Her, honestly, Honestly, I can see a Green Lantern. I can see a ring finding its way to her, and hers bestowing upon her will. Ironically enough, I'm not saying this because of her pink aura, but I can see her being a part of the love cores and all that, being a part of that, the pink lantern core, the sapphire, that's what they call it, the sapphire core. I can see her being a part of the love spectrum. Valor, I can also see being a part of like hope and all that. Ironically enough, this guy, despite having green aura to him, he gives off major vibes for the yellow lanterns. Omega is definitely like he's definitely a Yellow Lantern. Along with, ironically enough, the Visitor. I know they're all like revealed to be heroes in the storyline later on, like they're the good guys or something like that. But honestly, like the aura he gives off a good Yellow Lantern aura. The Viking, the girl Viking, I see her being a Green Lantern. But like she looks like she commits will. Drift, honestly, his vibe was always either hope or love, right? Honestly, I'm leaning more to hope, but I can see you making an argument for his aura being love. Biker girl, I see being a Green Lantern. I can see the argument for like her being a Green Lantern. So does Sunspot, not Sunspot, some. I keep forgetting all these names. I don't remember most of the names, but I can see her being sort of like that too. I see her sort of being Green Lantern. This guy, Green Lantern. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of Green Lanterns because that's like the most common of like all the rings. Like that's the most common thing people get. But yeah, I can see him being a Green Lantern. Ironically enough, for her, I sort of see like her vibe. Like she gives off fear vibes, right? Like she gives off like kind of vibes where, like everyone else, they have like an aura about them. They're big and scary and all that. She gives off like a very subtle vibe that she would instill fear into people. Him, Ragnarok, Yellow Lantern. Same reason for everyone else, where it's sort of like his vibes are like fear, like big and strong kind of fear. Yonder, ironically enough, I can see him being in the Sapphire Core. I don't know why. I just sort of feel it like in my heart that he's in the Sapphire Core. Honestly, like he could give off lots of love and all that, and like he could spread love throughout. Next up is Calamity. See, I remember her. She was like one of my favorite skins back in the day. Calamity, I can see being a Green Lantern. I like, not just because like one of her highlights looks really dope and it's green, but like I can see her being good of willpower. The horse guy, Hope. I can see hope for him. Riding Hood. I can also see hope for her too. So I can see her being a hope character. The vampire girl, Fear. I can see Fear because she's a vampire. She does that. Tomato, ironically enough, like this is probably just like regular Tomato head too. I can see her being greedy. Honestly, I can see her being greed. I see her greed, man, like all that. Dyer's our first rage. I can see him just being angry and all that. Like in his wolf form, he's like as most angriest. Right? I can see the rain coming down and bestowing on upon him rage. Which for those guys who don't know, when you wear a red lantern ring, it makes you red all the time. His name starts with a Z. I want to say Zenith. I don't know why. I can see him being a Blue Lantern. He gives off a very hopeful vibe. Along with Catalyst. Come on, get down here. Along with Catalyst, ironically enough, I can see her being a Blue Lantern. Same goes for Sergeant Winter. He's literally Santa. Santa gives off hope everywhere, right? Sure, he's more hardcore, and him being more hardcore goes with Will, but like he gets a pass. He's Santa. Next up is this guy. Honestly, I can imagine him also being a part of the Sapphire Core and spreading love throughout. Like, also, I know that the Sapphire Core are, like, mostly women, right? But, like, honestly, like I said, I'm going off of vibes here more than, like, actual lore and all that. And, like, vibes gives off that he would be a part of, like, the Sapphire Core. The Onesie. Yeah, Onesie, I remember her name. Onesie, I could see her being a hope. She gives off a bunch of hope. Ice King, he's definitely going into fear. Actually, you know what? Nah, I can see. Nah, he doesn't. I can see. Wait, okay, wait, let's switch these around. He goes in fear. I can see Omega being greed, actually, not because of like the orange lights or anything like that, but I don't know, his vibe gives off like him having like an incredible greed for power. Like he's like incredibly greedy for power and stuff, so like I can see Omega being greed. I can see him spraying fear because he's like an evil king. Evil kings always give off like a fear vibe. The pirate skin, I could see him being a Green Lantern user. I could see him giving off willpower and all that, and having a strong will. The ninja, honestly, I could see him. Honestly, I could see him along with Rust Lord, where like he looks like he's done some stuff in his past that he's not proud of, and like he needs to feel regret for. Her, I can sort of see her being greed too. Honestly, like I know, like I think I have this skin actually. Like I have like everything from season 5 and like from season 5 through like 10, I want to say, in the original battle pass. I can see her essentially being, I can see her being like a greedy person, right? Like an anti-Indiana Jones, where she wants to keep, where she's trying the treasure, but she's keeping it for herself, right? I can see her being greedy. Peely, Hope. If they're to actually add a Green Lantern skin into Fortnite, it'd be Peely and he'd be a Green Lantern. However, I see him more belonging to the Hope Corps, right, into the Blue Lantern Corps, where like he gives off a lot of hope and he instills hope in others. Her, honestly, I could also see greed kind of I could also see greed kind of where like they're going against each other, right? She's trying to take from her, and her's trying to keep, so they're both being very greedy in that aspect. This guy has Guy Gardner written all over him. Maybe it's because he looks a lot like Guy Gardner, but like he looks like he'd be like a certain type of willpower. Lux, honestly, Lux, I see. You know, I could honestly see her as a Green Lantern. Honestly, like I could see her like having a lot of will and like just having a lot of willpower and being able to use it. Lucifruit's old skin, I could see her also being a Green Lantern. See with like the suit, like with like her max level suit, if I'm remembering correctly, she's like, it looks like Green Lantern, but more red than Green Lantern suit. But yeah, I can see her having red. The robot chicken. Honestly, I could see him being a Blue Lantern. I could see him giving off a lot of hope. Bunker Jonesy, that's definitely a Green Lantern. Like the way what Bunker Jonesy went through and all that, I could definitely see him like living in that bunker for so long. It takes a lot of will and like a lot of willpower, and he must have been very afraid when the volcano went off. So he has the power to fight off great field with great willpower. Her, honestly, I don't know her lore, but like I can honestly see her as like Yellow Lantern kind of, where like she's like everyone else except for her, where like she has like a big presence about her that causes a lot of fear. This guy gives off a lot of Green Lantern vibes. Honestly, like immediately, I don't think I've ever seen the skin in my life, but like immediately upon looking at just this profile pic, he gives off big will energy. We're gonna call it. Her, honestly, like my cousin uses the skin a lot, and I can't help but imagine her being anything but a Yellow Lantern. Like I can see her giving off great fear. Same with this guy. I don't remember if he's like an actual hero or not. Like I said, we're not going off of lore. We're just going off of vibes. But like his suit and all that is giving off "Be afraid of me, please" vibes. Catalyst, if it's anything like Drift, right? If she's anything like Drift, then I see hope within her, right? Like she chooses more darker color schemes, so I can see why she'd be fear, honestly. But like I don't know, hope feels more right. Like with how hope felt more right with Drift, I can see her being more right too. X Lord. Honestly, like same deal, kind of like he's leaning more between compassion and fear. Right, I'm gonna go compassion with him. He feels like he needs like to answer for something. He needs to answer for something, some way, somehow. Tilted Technique, I think that's her name. Honestly, she gives off Green Lantern vibes too. I can see her being a Green Lantern right here, having a bunch of willpower to overcome many great obstacles. DJ Yonder, honestly. I mean, not DJ Yonder, the big Yonder. Honestly, I see both of these guys in like the same light, where they give off a lot of compassion and love through their music. Like I said, no, it's mostly females on the Green Lanterns, but I don't know. I can see him as male doing that vibe wise. Sparkle Specialist upgraded or whatever. I can see both. Like I said, they both give off like high hope powers, where they look like they'd go out through the island and give hope off. This guy gives off big. Honestly, this guy gives off big fear energy, unlike his like downgraded part. This guy gives off a lot of fear energy, which is ironic because his main color scheme is yellow, but he gives off more willpower. And this guy is green, and he gives off yellow power. But yeah, he looks like he instilled great fear in a lot of people. Ultima Knight. Now, Ultima Knight looks more like a greedy kind of person, where he looks like he's in it for the fear. He looks like he's in it for the greed. He looks like... Actually, wait, no, he looks more Red Lantern. He looks more angry. No, actually, no. Never mind. Never mind, he looks fear. He looks like fear-wise. Like, I'm going to be changing my mind a lot. Well, not a lot, but I'm going to be changing my mind throughout this, so just be prepared for that. But he looks more fear-wise, right? Look, him and his younger brother or older brother look like they give off fear-wise stuff. The scientist, also fear-wise for the same thing as the visitor. He looks his presence is imposing. He looks a lot fearful. This skin, if I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to be like really honest right now, she looks like a Green Lantern. She gives off Green Lantern vibes. Both her and the male counterpart, they both give off like great Green Lantern vibes. Honestly, I could see them both being Green Lanterns. I could see them in the suits. This guy right here, he looks like love and all that. No wait, Blue Lantern not only because of the color scheme, but I hear the Blue Lanterns are also like the healers of like the Lantern Corps too. He could heal, and like he's literally made out of slurp, so like I can see him being a healer too. Speaking of healer, yeah, she's definitely a Blue Lantern. She's giving off hope. She's healing people. Yeah, it's hopeful. She's very hopeful. This guy right here, I could see him being a Yellow Lantern, honestly. Like with like his whole aura and all that, I could definitely see him being like a Yellow Lantern. Her aura, honestly, I'm going to leave it right there. Honestly, I can see her spreading love throughout too. I can see her being a part of the Sapphire Corps. Honestly, like her vibes. This guy's definitely a Yellow Lantern. So some of you guys at this point might be wondering what's the difference between fear and rage. Fear is like very calculated. Rage is like, from what I could tell and from what I've seen, is more blind-ish, right? Like people are feeling angry all the time, right? I like feeling anger all the time. This guy looks like more fear than feeling anger most of the time, right? She, from like day one, like she looks like a girl version, like a gender-bent version of Hal Jordan. She looks like Maya. I want to say her name. Maya looks like she'd be a Green Lantern user. Peely. This version of Peely, like this version of Peely, honestly, I can see being more Green Lantern. Like he gives off more hopeful vibes. He gives off more willpower vibes. If you guys know what I'm saying. She looks like a Red Lantern. I'm just, like I know she's like one of the good guys, but she looks like a Red Lantern. I don't know how else to say it. She looks like a Red Lantern, honestly. Like yeah, she's definitely a Red Lantern. Like Sky is a Green Lantern. Mostly because like her fantasy vibes match these two's vibes, and like I said, I always see the Green Lanterns, like just Lantern Corps in general, as like knights in shining armor, just going around protecting people with their weapons. Right, I see the Green Lanterns like that, so she gives off like fantasy vibes and all that. She has a fantasy theme going for her, so I'm going to choose Will for her. Midas is greed, because however he got to the point where he could touch stuff and it turns to gold. However he got to that point, it's like very greedy. It's probably for a very greedy motivation that he got that power, so we put him in greed. Brutus, honestly, I can see him. Honestly, Brutus looks like he give off hope, right? Like he looks like a not Tay, I can't say that. I probably can't say that, right? He looks soft though. He looks like he'd be a Hope though. Which, by the way, Hope is my favorite Lantern Corps out of all of them. So like that's why I guess you could say that's kind of why a bunch of my favorite skins are in here. But like I can see him being helpful though. I can see him giving off hope and being Blue Lantern. Deadpool's compassion. Because like Deadpool's one of my favorite superheroes of all time, and I'd see him sort of like dealing with the guilt of a bunch of stuff he's done, from like killing his baby mama to like killing a bunch of people and all that. Like he's like, his entire story is him trying to make up for a bunch of his sins that he made in his past. So I'd see him being an Indigo Lantern anyway. This one gives off, for some reason she gives off like Blue Lantern vibes. Like she give off hope all the time. This guy, he gives off Green Lantern vibes. I'm putting him in the Green Lantern Corps. He gives off Green Lantern vibes. I can see him being a willpower user. This guy also gives off Green Lantern vibes. Ironically enough, this version of Jonesy gives off Green Lantern vibes. I'm going to put him in the Green Lanterns. Now, Jules is her name. Jules, I could kind of sort of see, like her vibe is harsh, but like I could sort of see like immediately it was like the Sapphire Corps. So I'm going to put her there. Like I could see her being a part of the Sapphire Corps, like despite her vibes being harsh. And I could see Mini Meowscles also being a part of the Sapphire Corps. Like I could see that, honestly. Him spreading love and all that. Like he could be like an anti-Rex, not Rex, Dexter. That's what they call it. Dexter is like the cat you always see. That's Red Lantern, right? I could see him being an anti-Dexter. Where instead of spraying rage and hate, he's spraying love. This girl, she also gives off. I'm putting all the astronauts and Green Lanterns. I don't know why, but like, yeah, I could. Well, almost all the astronauts. But yeah, I could see her being a Green Lantern. Like immediately, that was like what I thought when I saw her skin. She's Green Lantern. This one looks like a Red Lantern, like a certified Red Lantern. I don't know why, but like I could see her being a Red Lantern, just like using anger. Aquaman. Honestly, Aquaman, I could see him being a solid Blue Lantern. Like some of you comic fans might see it differently, but I could honestly see him being a Blue Lantern, probably because of the water. Ironically enough, same goes for Thor. Like same goes for also we're gonna get into Marvel stuff, so I'm gonna have to get more accurate with this. Honestly enough, same goes for Thor, where I could see him being a Blue Lantern. I could see like him getting the Blue Lantern ring over like a Green Lantern ring. She-Hulk, I could see, or Jennifer Walters, I could see, ironically enough, the Green Lantern, because like unlike her cousin where he gets into his rage, she fights off the rage. She doesn't fight off the rage, but she's able to like have a level of control. She's able to have complete control over her Hulk form, like war wise. So like that has to show like her willpower over her cousin, but like that's like incredibly like in depth because Hulk is made of many personalities because of like his childhood and all that. But like She-Hulk, I can see being a Green Lantern. Groot, honestly, I can see him being a part of the Sapphire Corps, spreading out love, honestly, and spreading it out. Storm, honestly, I can see the argument for Green Lantern, but like if it'll let me get this up here. But honestly, I can see her being a Blue Lantern too, because like in her origin story, she uses her powers and a godlike sense to like help people, and like she's like benevolent to the people, and they see her as a god, and like that's sort of like giving off hope, right? And she joined the X-Men, if I'm remembering this correctly. She joined the X-Men to do exactly that, what she was doing in Africa, but like on a bigger scale, right? She is a very hope-oriented person, so I could see her being on the Blue Lanterns. Dr. Doom, I don't know how much Greek, because like if I remember correctly, he cares about Latveria too. But I mean, but like if he's anything like Lex Luthor also got an orange ring, so I could see him being an Orange Lantern. Mystique. Honestly, I don't see anywhere else Mystique could go outside of Compassion. I can see the argument for Fear, but like Mystique has done some stuff. I don't think she's willing to atone for it, but like I think she like certainly has to like feel guilt over it at some point. So let's put her in Compassion. Iron Man, Green Lantern, like his willpower and all. He's like major Guy Gardner vibes. I can see him being one of those. Wolverine, I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments for this, but Rage, I could see like the Red Lantern ring coming down and bestowing it upon him. Rage. The Mandalorian, he from the very beginning I always knew he was like a he'd be like a Green Lantern type character. So let's put him in the Green Lantern Corps. Yeah, I could just see him being a Green Lantern character. This skin immediately gives off Green Lantern vibes too. She gives off Green Lantern vibes, so let's put her in the Green Lantern Corps. I could see her being Green Lantern. Probably because she looks the most like Guy, honestly. Like if you just turn that orange hair and put it into a bowler cut or something like that, she look exactly like Guy. This dude, honestly, I can see him being Orange Lantern, not because of his color scheme, but also like he's a bounty hunter and he's hunting for bounties. So, yeah. This skin, honestly, I can see her being a part of the Indigo Lanterns. I guess she looks like she's done a bunch of stuff she needs to atone for. Let's put her into the Compassion part. Also, before you guys say a bunch of these guys have a bunch of stuff that you need to atone for, yeah, but like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm going off of vibes if they'd be given a Yellow Lantern or an Indigo Lantern first. This guy's definitely going to Yellow Lanterns though. He looks scary. This one, I can see her being a part of. Honestly, it's probably just the anime face, but like I can see her being a part of the Sapphire Corps. Honestly, and spreading love like everyone else here. This guy right here, he looks angry as all hell, so we're putting him in the Rage Lanterns. This guy, Predator, he's definitely getting a Yellow Lantern ring because he causes fear and for like sport, and like that's like the entire point of the Predator, and that's the entire point of the Yellow Lantern rings. Jonesy Core, he's going into the Green Lanterns. I can see him being a Green Lantern. Honestly, if they were to add a Green Lantern skin, it'd probably be Jonesy, but like in the suit with the ring and all that. Laura Croft, her entire story is about is legit the same as like the Reaper right here, a person of sheer focus, commitment, and sheer freaking will, right? This one right here, honestly, I could see her being a Red Lantern. Probably because like her design, mostly, and all that, but like, I could see her being a Red Lantern, honestly. This guy right here, okay, so this is a tough pick because he has like a calming aura. Like his doesn't immediately give off like rage or anything like that, but like honestly, like I remember this guy's design. He looks like he'd be a Red Lantern. Honestly, if I can remember the rest of the design, I've seen it, and like I can honestly see him being a Red Lantern, but I could also see him being a Green Lantern. I'm gonna put him in the Red Lanterns because like you already have too many Green Lanterns, but like I could, if you want to make an argument for Green Lantern, I could see why. The chicken, love. I'm putting all the cutesy skin in the Sapphire core, I'm starting to realize now. Sorry, I'm thirsty throughout all this. Alright, next up is Raven. And honestly, it's a toss up between red and yellow. I'm gonna go yellow. Like, I was really just about to say red because I know her origins, I know her story and all that. I grew up watching her on Teen Titans Go, and she was one pissed off person, right? But like, I could also see her being a part of the Fear Lanterns. I could also see the argument for being a Green Lantern too, where she's overcoming all the rage and all the fear she causes, right? But I'm gonna put her in Yellow Lanterns for now. This skin is definitely Yellow Lantern material. This skin is definitely Yellow Lantern material. It's Yellow Lantern material. This guy, right here, he's a licensed skin. We're gonna put him in a Green Lantern, so that way, if he's watching, we could, like, you know, get an endorsement from him, or sponsorship maybe. Just kidding. I don't plan on accepting sponsors anytime soon. This skin is definitely looks like Yellow Lantern skin, so that's where we're gonna put them. Yeah. This one gives off major Yellow Lantern vibes, so we're gonna put her there. We're gonna put her in the Fear. She gives off major vibes of Yellow Lantern, so we're gonna put her there. And so is this guy, ironically enough. First cutesy skin we didn't put, and well, not first, but like first, like one of the few we didn't put in Compassion, so not Compassion, Love. But yeah, no, this guy looks insane, so we're gonna put him in the Fear skin. This guy right here, not Rage, but Fear as well. I could see him. I could honestly see this one being Yellow Lantern skin. That's the immediate vibes I got from him. This guy right here, honestly, he looks like a Red Lantern. Like, I know his card scheme doesn't give it off, but he looks like Yellow Lantern. Sloan, from what I could tell, this version of Sloan specifically was kind of greedy, like if I remember the lore correctly and all that. And honestly, she looks like she'd be a Yellow Lantern, so we're gonna put her in that yellow, orange lantern. So we're gonna put her there. Rick Sanchez, we're putting him orange. I don't remember much about. I don't like Rick and Morty that much, and from what I remember, he was just like. He had some pretty greedy tendencies. Superman, DC, give him a Blue Lantern already. That's like a match made in heaven. Just give him a Blue Lantern, even if it's for like one issue of a book. It's a match made in heaven. He gives off hope. That's his entire point. Her, she honestly gives off a major Yellow Lantern vibes. I can see her being a Yellow Lantern, so we go put her there. The fish looks like a Green Lantern, so we're gonna put the cartoon fish in the Yellow Lantern spot. She gives off major Yellow Lantern. No, she gives off Orange Lantern vibes. Honestly, I could see her just from this portrait alone, she looks like an Orange Lantern vibe. This guy looks like a Star Sapphire skin, so we're gonna put him there. Yeah, we're just gonna put him there because it looks like he spread love. This guy gives off major Green Lantern vibes, so we're gonna put him there, in this Green Lantern spot right here. Ironically enough, so does this character too. She gives off major Green Lantern vibes, so we're going to put her in the Green Lantern corner. Carnage has nothing but I can see him being a Yellow Lantern or a Red Lantern. Honestly, I'm going to put him more in the Yellow Lantern because like he gives off fear. He instills great fear within many people. This character, I think she's like the boss skin. This character gives off Yellow Lantern vibes, so we're going to put her there. This character, I don't think I've ever seen this skin, but she looks like, cause like there's I'm pretty sure you'll be able to tell, but like there's a moment in time when I just stopped playing Fortnite, for a bit. So like I remember seeing that skin, but like she just from that picture alone, she gives off Green Lantern vibes. So does this character, ironically enough, he gives off Green Lantern vibes too, so we're gonna put him there. This guy, he's Green Lantern. There's a lot of Green Lanterns lately, honestly. Oh my gosh, stop doing that, just please. Okay. This character, she gives off... She looks like she'd be a good Green Lantern. Let's put her here. This character looks like a good Orange Lantern. Maybe it's like the way they draw his face in this one specifically, but it looks like an Orange Lantern. She... Like, I don't know why, but I'm feeling blue. I'm feeling a Blue Lantern. So I'm feeling like getting like Blue Lantern vibes from her, so we're gonna put her in Blue Lantern. Spider-Man's Blue Lantern. Like, I legitimately believe this. Like, after everything he's been through in the comics and all that, he still manages to get up and survive no matter what. That's Blue Lantern material right there. This character, we're just going to put all the any 7 we see. So this 7 and that 7, they're all Yellow Lanterns. The 7 are just all... Okay, they're number 7 as far as I go. The 7, they all just give off major Yellow Lantern vibes, honestly. Because like they look menacing and they look like, before like we knew they were the heroes, they looked like they'd be Yellow Lanterns. And speaking of what, she's also a Yellow Lantern. She looks scary. She looks like a impending force. Oh yeah, there's another 7 right here. Another part of the 7. Honestly, he looks like a Red Lantern, like just from his vibes alone. He looks like a Red Lantern. Honestly. This one looks like she'd be a Blue Lantern. I could see like her skin has a Blue Lantern skin. Honestly. This one, she's giving off major... I don't know if it's Green Lantern or Yellow Lantern. That I'm gonna put her in Green Lantern. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is Green Lantern. He gives off Green Lantern vibes, so let's put him there. Prowler, Yellow Lantern. He gives off a lot of fear. He gives fear a lot. Maybe it's just because like the overall aesthetic of her skin, but she looks like she'd be a part of the Sapphire Corps. This guy right here, he looks like he's done a bunch of stuff. He looks like he's done a bunch of major stuff that he needs to atone for. So let's put him in the Compassion, the Indigo Lantern. She looks like honestly a Blue Lantern. She gives off major Blue Lantern vibes right now. I can see her being a Blue Lantern. This guy right here, he looks pretty pissed. Like, I have this skin. I think I've used it. I think it was like a main skin that I used for like a month or so. So like he always gave off red vibes. Like he was angry about some. I don't know why, but he looks like looks like if DC were to ever make like an Earth-based Blue Lantern, this would be like at the very least the face roughly that they go for, the face design that they go for. I don't know. This one, she looks. She always looked greedy to me, so let's put her there. Vader, Rage. His entire story is built off of Rage. Indiana Jones, he looks like he'd be a Green Lantern. So I can see Indiana Jones as a Green Lantern. Her, honestly, she also gives off greedy vibes too. She also gives off Orange Lantern vibes. This guy right here, that's definitely Rage vibes. Actually, so does this dude too. Looks like he'd be a Red Lantern too. So this is probably the most accurate of all these, except for Wolverine. This one. Like these 4 are probably the most accurate out of like all the Rage ones. Out of all the ones I've put in here so far. This guy right here. He looks like a Blue Lantern. No, actually, I could see him being a Green Lantern. I can also see him being a Green Lantern. If I could get him up here with the mouse. My mouse has been acting up for some weird reason lately. I don't know why. Her. Maybe it's because like they drew her like in a more friendly way, but like she looks like she'd be a Sapphire. This guy right here. Honestly, maybe it's because like he's in a green suit right now, or they're in a green suit right now, but I can see them being a Will Green Lantern. So I can also see Spider-Gwen like being more Green Lantern than Blue Lantern. I know Spider-Man's right there, but I can see Spider-Gwen being a Green Lantern. Or she's definitely Yellow Lantern. This one's Yellow Lantern material right here. Her, I like immediately like I said, it's probably the green stacks around her, but I can see her being a Green Lantern. This one right here, I see it being more Blue Lantern. I can see Blue Lantern with this one right there. Doom guy, that's pure unfiltrated Rage. I know the Red Lanterns are the bad guys, but I've always seen Doom guys being more of a Red Lantern than anything. This one right here, honestly, Indigo. She looks like she's been. So does this guy right here, actually. This gorilla-looking motherfricker right here. They both look like they've been through something and they have to atone for something they did in the past. So let's get them into the Indigo Lanterns. This one right here, honestly, based on vibes alone, I can sort of see her being a Yellow Lantern, honestly. This guy, like, this is the first one where you actually have a haunted look, right? Where everyone else in here was sort of like, again, impression. This guy, like, has a haunted look to him, like he's done some stuff. Gerald, Green Lantern, honestly. Like, depending on how you played The Witcher, but honestly, I can see him being Green Lantern. This guy, that's definitely... Honestly, this guy, anyone who dresses up in a suit, that's Orange Lantern right there. Her, honestly, I can see her being a Blue Lantern. Honestly, like, that's what I see. This guy right here, he gives off major Orange Lantern vibes. Honestly, like did you know before I started this, I actually considered just putting no one in the Orange Lantern, like, as a joke, because luckily he's the only member of the Orange Lantern Corps, because he's that greedy, but I didn't. This one right here, honestly, gives off major green vibes. I don't know why. I could also see the argument for yellow, but the vibes I get from this one are green. This one's definitely yellow. That's definitely yellow right there. So this one, honestly, I'm looking around. And honestly, I can see her being blue. I can see her, it's like a toss-up between Sapphire and blue. I'm gonna say blue. I'm gonna say blue for her. This one, honestly, maybe it's because it's also like the cold stare between these three people, but like I see Indigo. So I haven't seen Attack on Titan, but from what I could tell in that show, you need to have like an iron strong will, so I can see him being a Green Lantern. Her, I could see. Honestly, she's giving major blue vibes. Honestly, this guy right here, he honestly, I can see Yellow Lantern. I see this one being a Yellow Lantern. Honestly, that's major Yellow Lantern vibes right there. Her Green Lantern. I guess I can see Green Lantern vibes, actually. I'm getting Green Lantern vibes from this one. This guy right here, maybe it's because of the way he's dressed, but I can see him being a part of the Indigo tribe. Her, honestly, Green Lantern, Green Lantern, that's definitely Green Lantern right there. This guy right here, he's also giving off Green Lantern vibes. The Primal Skin guy, that's Green Lantern vibes right there. Optimus Prime is definitely Blue Lantern. I can see him, like, because like all the speeches he gives and all that, they're all meant to be like hopeful stuff and all that. Meowscles, other Meowscles, yeah, that's Green Lantern. That's Green Lantern material right there. This guy. Did I put the other Meowscles up here yet? Or did I put him in Blue Lantern? I don't know. I don't know where I put that guy. This guy, from what I can tell, he's the heist guy, so let's put him in orange. He's like the leader of that heist that one time. Honestly, I can see her being... She's giving off major yellow. I don't know why, but she's giving off major Yellow Lantern vibes. I get Yellow Lantern vibes from her. This guy right here, he looks like he has done some stuff, so we're just gonna put him right there. Her... Actually, no. Nah, he's giving off major yellow vibes, so let's put him right there. Her, she looks like she belongs to Sapphire Corps. She has some stuff to atone for, and if I remember correctly, so is Cabby Lame. He has some stuff to atone for too. So let's put him up here. Her, this person, them, they give off major yellow vibes. Maybe it's probably just the mask, but they give off major yellow vibes. So we're gonna put her there. Them there. Ahsoka, honestly, I can see Blue Lantern more than Green Lantern, because like, just like Star Wars lore, right? She left the Jedi Order because there was too much, so she became her own, right? They're like these people that run Lantern Corps called Guardians, right? At the very least, they run the Green and Blue Lanterns. The people from Green went on to create the Blue Lanterns because they were just tired of how the people were running the Green Lanterns. So like, I can see her being a Blue Lantern, honestly. The Knight. this knight in particular, right? I can also see being not greed. I can also see being a Yellow Lantern, and a Yellow Lantern. This guy right here, oh, because I don't like Lil Whip. He needs to atone for that whack butt emote that he put on there. So let's put him into the Compassion Core. This one is definitely Green Lantern. Like immediately upon looking, she's definitely Green Lantern. Freaking Ragnarok. That is a Yellow Lantern if I've ever seen one. This game from season 5. Honestly, if I had to choose, honestly, she's giving off Major Green Lantern vibes. I don't know why. Not Yellow Lantern. There's a toss between Green Lantern and Yellow Lantern vibes or Yellow Lantern. This guy is going into the Indigo Core. It looks like he has some stuff to atone for. This guy looks downtrodden, so he looks like Green Lantern. All Jonesies look like Green Lantern so far. I'm starting to know, so I'm pretty sure that's the pattern I've come to so far. This one definitely looks orange. They definitely give off orange vibes. So does this guy too. He gives off orange-green vibes. So let's put him there. So red. Not red. Same color over here. She's also giving off orange vibes. Solid Snake. He looks like he's always been a Green Lantern to me. He's always looked like a Green Lantern to me. Let's put him in Green Lantern. So Cerberus, simply because we're not gonna do that. Cerberus looks like Red Lantern though. Looks like Red Lantern material. This skin, Green Lantern immediately. I see. I saw that immediately. This guy gives off. Honestly, he looks like he'd be a Green Lantern. Like, unlike his counterpart, he looks like he'd be a Green Lantern mostly. So let's put Green Lantern. This one definitely orange. Medusa looks like orange. Zeus. If you know the lore, you know the lore. He needs to atone. So I think that might be Hera. I don't know. If it is Hera, then I say, none of the Greek gods were good except for Hades. Hades gets the love, gets to be incompatible. If that's Hades, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that should be Hades. If that's Hades, then we're going to base him off his Lore Olympus version, which in that case, he definitely deserves to be on the Sapphire Core. Korra, I haven't seen a Avatar media at all, so I'm just going to put her in Green Lantern, because, that's her vibes. Jules is also, ironically enough, a Green Lantern. I'd say Jules is a Green Lantern. And then Rust, like I said, Rust Lord's my favorite skin. But honestly, he looks like he'd be a part of the Indigo Core. This guy, Sapphire, like I said, most of the wacky skins are going into the Compassion one. Ringmaster Scar definitely looks red. Brother of Steel Knight, we're going to put right here. And Greed, because Brother of Steel are greedy B words. And then we're going to have Bright, Renegade, Bomber. Honestly, I can see her being a Green Lantern. I can see her being a part of the Green Lantern Corps. This guy, definitely red, and Magneto. I want to put him in the Indigo Lanterns, but honestly, Magneto's always been yellow to me. So we're going to put him in yellow. And yeah, that is it, folks. So I'm going to scroll down slowly so you can see all of the people I put down here. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, congratulations, I guess. I'm probably not doing more of these who would be in Lantern Corps things for different video games. So if you enjoyed this, please leave a request down in the comments below. Sorry, I need to burp. But yeah, please leave a request in the comments down below for who you'd like to see me do next, or what video game franchise you'd like to see me do next with the Lantern Corps. I'm your king. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, congratulations, I guess, and see you next time. Bye.